Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did this look which is the like a tropical kind of rosy gold pink inspired look, and I used a lot of the MAC Fruity Juicy collection, which is a limited edition collection. It's really beautiful. So to start off, I used my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray, and then I'm jumping into my eyebrows. So I'm using my MAC Coquette eyeshadow with a Sigma eyebrow brush, and then I'm using my brow gel to set my eyebrows in place. This is the Match Perfection Concealer from Rimmel, and I'm using a $1 billion brows brush. I love this brush for like sharpening up the eyebrows because of how like sharp it is. Like, it's really good for this. And then I just quickly covered some of my blemishes, and then I just used my beauty blender to kind of blend in some of that concealer onto my eyelids as a primer. Then I'm taking my Bare Minerals concealer, and I'm using a fluffy brush from, I think this is another Sigma brush. Sorry, not sure what number it is, but I'm just using that to set my eye concealer. And this is the Fruitalala palette from MAC, the Fruity Juicy collection. It is so nice. So I'm just using this kind of grey taupey shade as a transition shade and a big fluffy brush. So I'm just popping that into the crease area to lay down like a nice base and shadow for the other shadows to kind of blend into. I'm just doing that on both eyes, obviously. And then once I've done that, I'm grabbing the kind of peachy, Juvia's Place palette, and I'm using this. This is the Saharan palette, and I took this kind of reddy, ochre shade, and I'm also popping that into the crease as well. It's a really warm toned orangey red shade. It's really pretty. And then I'm going back into that, I think it's that taupey shade, and I'm just kind of blending that into that ochre shade just to make sure it's all blended out and that there's no kind of harsh lines. There you go, you can see what I'm doing. So I kind of just like faded it down or took down that warmth a little bit just because I wanted it to kind of be a little more chill. Then I took a brush with nothing on it and then just blending it out so that there's no harsh lines. Then I'm taking this beautiful orangey peach colour, and this is a MAC 217 brush, I think. And I'm just popping that into the crease, so not as blown out as the shades that I used previously. Just really focusing it into the crease and the outer corners of the eyes. Then I'm taking this hot pink or hot magenta shade and the same brush and really focusing it on the outer corners of the eyes and up into the crease. This is such a beautiful color, and if you have blue eyes or green eyes, it's just going to make them pop like crazy. So I'm just blending those in with the previous shadows I've popped down and just making sure that there's no like weird transitions between each color. Then I grabbed this Vanity Synthetic eyeshadow brush. I really love this brush for using shadows with shimmers in them or like pigments, because they really stick to it, and then when they pop them on, like you pop them onto the eyelid, there's no fallout. And then I sprayed it with this like the rose gold shadow on the brush with Fix Plus just to intensify it, and it is such a beautiful color. Like, it is so pretty. I don't think I own a color like that. It's just so beautiful. Then I grabbed the darkest kind of browny plummy shade from that palette and a smaller brush, and then used it in the outer corners. And then I took it on a short shader brush. This is a crown brush, and I'm just popping it along the lash line to deepen up the look and also make my eyelashes look a little bit more full. This is I think it's a MAC liner called, it's like in brown, I think. I'll leave the name below. I'm just popping that along the lash line, and then I'm using this black hole liner to line the inner waterline up the top, tight line. So then I'm just grabbing the lightest shade with a clean brush, and I'm just popping that underneath the eyebrow just to kind of lift them. And then I'm starting on my base. This is the Maybelline Superstay Primer, and I'm using that with a Wet n Wild foundation. But this was a little bit pink for me, so I'm mixing in the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, which is more olivey toned, more warm toned. And I'm using just a Zoeva foundation kabuki brush to blend that all in, and pulling it down my neck as well just to make sure, because my face sometimes is a little bit darker than my neck. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Concealer, which is really nice, but it is very close to my skin tone. So I'm applying that underneath my eyes, and then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer, and this is in a very light shade, and just popping that on to really brighten up that center of the face and give it a bit more dimension. And I'm just using the same brush to blend it in. Then I'm going in with my cream bronzer from Chanel, and I'm using the same brush to apply that. And then using the Sleek Solstice palette, the cream highlighter, and just using my fingers to tap that onto the high points of my cheekbones. And then taking my beauty blender and just popping it down the center of my nose, cupid's bow, etc. Back into my Better Minerals Well Rested Concealer, and I'm using a tapered brush from Sigma. It's like a tulip style brush to really apply that under my eyes. I really feel like I have to get a really thin layer on top of my brush for this to work under my eyes, otherwise it looks it's a bit cakey. Then I'm using my Rimmel translucent powder, and this is just a really nice powder that's not going to add any extra coverage. Then taking my YSL Couture contouring kit, and I am using a Sigma contour brush, and I'm just applying that under my cheekbones to kind of give them a bit more definition. And then I'm grabbing this Jessup brush. It's kind of like a blending brush, a bigger version of a 217, and I'm using that to contour down the sides of my nose. And then I'm taking the lighter shade and just going over top of that contour so it's not too harsh. In my Benefit Hoola bronzer, this is probably my holy grail bronzer of life, and I'm using that on a Sigma blush brush to pop that onto the high points of my face. Then I took the new MAC Fruity Juicy On My Passion kind of bronzer highlighter blusher powder. It is so beautiful, and popping that on my cheeks, and then using my Sleek highlighter, the Solstice palette again, and the Sigma highlighting brush to pop that on top of my cheekbones. And then I took a wee little Sigma pencil brush and applying that down my nose, so just to make it appear a wee bit thinner in the corners of my eyes, and also on my cupid's bow as well, just to enhance where I've put that cream highlight before. This is the MAC eyelash curler. I'm using it to curl my lashes before applying my Dodo false lashes. These are a cruelty-free mink lash. They are really affordable. I've got a discount code below as well if you want to grab them. I can use them up to 25 times. This is my MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime spray, just to melt all the powders in on my face so that nothing appears too powdery. And then I'm going back in, this is actually one of the other palettes I got from the Fruity Juicy collection, and I'm using the grey shade with the pencil brush to go under my eyes. I wanted to try both of the palettes that I received, so that's why I went for a different colour underneath my eyes. It is beautiful as well, and I need to check out those green shades as well. This is my Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara. This is the new version. It's beautiful. And then I'm using a Lancome Grandiose Liner to just go over top of those lashes and make sure there's no glue showing. I went with the new Mellow Cosmetics Ibiza liquid lipstick, and then this Milani shade. I will leave the name of it down below, but it's really metallic. And then I used a Scandinavia makeup setting spray to just kind of finish everything off, set it all in place, and this is the final look. I hope that you guys liked it. Of course, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment if you liked it, and I will chat to you soon to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.